Hello, I'm 𝒂💏 or Junaid, a grade 8 year 9 student from NIC International School. I'm an IJHS member who also went to Yala with a full platinum scholarship. Well, I would say that I got the platinum scholarship from trying really hard with other SIMCC competitions like math competitions, science competitions, coding, cybersecurity, maths, and I think that I also showed that I was competent in leadership and other essential skills, and I think that all of those factors helped me in becoming one of the 2 platinum scholars. Okay, so for STEAM Ahead, I took part in the art competition, IJAO. I took part in IJCO, which was cybersecurity, as well as the math competition, IJMO. I took both IJCO and IJMO in China, Shenzhen, and they were pretty challenging because I only had 1 day of a break between those 2 competitions. But I do think that I was able to manage my time well, and I studied well enough so that I actually managed to receive silver for IJAO, silver for IJCO, and an honorable mention for IJMO. Overall, the experience was pretty nerve-wracking and challenging, having to juggle so many different competitions around the same time, but I think I was able to pull through with amazing support from my school and also my parents. So for the Yala camp, I would say that it was more stressful in a different kind of way than a competition event like STEAM Ahead was. For Yala, we had a lot of different activities, and we had a hackathon, and we had so many different events that we had planned in the camp. And I think that in both, even though that they're very different, I was able to do well in both and also manage my time so that I was able to at least get awards in both. My favorite workshop would definitely be the Introduction to Servant Leadership by Sally Chu. I really admired the sentiment that if you want to do something fast, then feel free to do it alone. But if you really want to go far with something, then you will definitely need a team with like-minded people who all share the same goal as you. I think there are a lot of young people who have great ideas that could really change the world, but the one thing that's holding them back isn't their skills necessarily, but it's the fact that they're having to do it alone. So I think that the workshop really helped a lot of students in Yala understand the importance of not just being in a team, but also being a good leader, about serving your teammates, listening to other people, and I think that workshop helped 3 of our students from NIC to get Outstanding Leader Award in the Yala Bootcamp.
Love to be able to achieve things better than they could do individually.
Something that I would say I learned is to never underestimate your teammates, because even if they might seem like they're not as interested as you may be, they definitely could put in the work that will help your project do really good. So I think that you really never should underestimate your teammates, and instead you should help them. And also another thing that I learned is that my teammates all had really good ideas. Although we did use my idea for the final project, it was actually great to hear feedback from the other teammates. And what actually happened was, instead of just using my idea, we used many different We used many different ideas that were given by each member, and we used it to update and kind of change the idea that we finally used. So I think that it's great for you to actually listen to feedback from other people and I think it's great for you to actually take in feedback from your teammates and help them to even improve their ideas instead of just outright denying them. I definitely do, because in the 𝒂💏 camp, I actually think that I actually do, because I think that in the 𝒂💏 camp, it helped me understand and improve on some of the skills that I already had. For example, like servant leadership. I think that after 𝒂💏, I became a bit better at listening to my teammates and being a better leader. But one thing that I really admired, and I would especially like to say that 𝒂💏 helped me in, was better understand how GSLCs as well as SLCs worked. And there was a presentation about GSLCs and SLCs, and it was really great for not just me, but I'm pretty sure the rest of the students in 𝒂💏, because it showed us a clear pathway to leadership for students around the world. And because of that, I was really inspired, and I really want to help start an SLC possibly in my own school. 𝒂💏 will be quite challenging for people who haven't experienced a boot camp before, and it'll be even more challenging for people who are shy, introverted, or don't have that much experience in projects. But what I want to say is that you really shouldn't feel bad if you make any mistakes, even if they're big, because in a really big scale event like this, it's very rare for everything to go right. So instead of worrying about perfection and worrying about doing everything right, you should try to salvage what you still have, and you should learn from your mistakes. During the camp, they were the first few projects. Me and my team didn't do amazing, but instead of sullying in our mistakes, we used what we knew and learned from our mistakes so that in the final project, we did pretty well.